Hi guys, this is Tiffany Studnets, and I'm doing my presentation over internet safety for elementary students. How old were you when you first got access to the internet? It was probably at a fairly young age, although this also depends on how you were raised. Maybe it was at your school, or maybe it was at a friend's house, or even your own home. Internet safety has become more and more of an issue as the access to more and more technology grows throughout the years. There are so many places that students can access to the internet, and it is impossible to take the internet away from them completely. There are ways to complete bad things from happening when using the internet though as well. This presentation will examine where the internet can be accessed and the dangers of the internet and ways to be safe on the internet, targeting elementary age students. The first thing we're going to talk about is online gaming. An example of online gaming is World of Warcraft. Online gaming is where you can interact with people from around the world in some sort of virtual world. The Xbox 360, the PlayStations, and Wiis are all examples of devices that allow for online gaming or online play. This is where you can buy, for example, Call of Duty, and you will have access to be able to play with people from all over the world. Some safety tips when doing online gaming is one, never to give out personal information. Personal information includes things like a picture of you, your address, your phone number, any sort of information that really nobody needs to know unless you really know them. Two, never meet a stranger from a gaming world in person. Later we'll talk about it, but this could lead to things like rape or even death. And three, put a time limit on how long you game. If you just play for hours and hours every single day, this becomes to be an addiction, which can also be problems. Second, we're going to talk about social networking sites. Some social networking sites include Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. These sites allow for sharing of photos, events, videos, and much more. You can basically tell your entire life story on these sites. Some safety tips for social networking sites include 1. Never to friend someone you do not know and trust. Let's say Billy Bob were to add you, but you had no idea who he was. It's not safe to just add. Most students now want to try to get as many friends as they possibly can. Like, look at me, I have 1,400 friends. But how many of them do they actually know and trust? 2. Keep your passwords safe and secret. And 3. Use appropriate language and post appropriate photos and videos. Most people don't realize that the stuff you put on these social networking sites never go away. In your future, your potential boss could actually get onto your Facebook or your Twitter and look through all of your statuses and your pictures and your videos. And if you don't have if you're not using appropriate language or posting appropriate photos and videos, they could potentially not hire you. So it's important to have just post appropriate things in general. Next, a big issue with technology nowadays is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is being bullied through technology. The big difference between cyberbullying and regular bullying is that cyberbullying sticks with them even after school through technology. This means that, like regular bullying, they have to physically be in front of you. They have to, and so it just sticks with them usually right after school or maybe in the park or something. This can happen all the time and at any time. As long as they're on the internet, they have access to being bullied. So now this takes bullying to another degree and makes it even more of a problem. Some of the causes, some of the effects of it are like depression, anxiety, or even suicide. When you first get access to cyberbullying, there are some steps you need to do. 1. Do not respond to the bully. Don't be mean back. Don't nothing like that. It's important to just ignore it. 2nd, tell a trusted adult. 3rd, save the messages. Don't completely delete them or throw them away, because if it gets worse, there may be a point where you have to turn it into local law enforcement laws, and they're going to want proof, so you need to save those messages for that. Next, you need to block the bully. Just block them off so they can't talk to you anymore or anything like that, okay? And then there may even be a point where you will need to have to make new accounts. This means getting your passwords, getting a new username, all that other stuff, okay? And then finally, if there's any harassment at all, you need to report that to Finally, another big thing that can be caused because of not being safe on the internet is online predators. These are strangers that are looking for sexual activity. These people could be lying about their age, their gender, where they're from, or basically anything else about themselves. You could meet John, who is this 20-year-old man that is a model, and you have been talking to him forever, and you're starting to really, really like him, but you may decide, well, let's meet. And it turns out that he's some 50-year-old man that could potentially lead to rape or even killing you if you met them in person. Some safety tips when dealing with online predators is 1, never, like we said before, never friend somebody you do not know. And again, never meet someone that you are talking to online in person. Don't ever meet somebody if you don't know them. Again, this could lead to like rape or even death. Finally, what can parents and teachers can do? First of all, we need to teach about the safety. We need to let the kids know what could happen and how to be safe on it. And then we use the Environment Software Rating Board website. This website is where they rate every movie, every game, every TV show, everything with different ratings. Some of the ratings are presented here. EC is early childhood, everyone 10 and up, mature, everyone, teen, adults only. And then you'll see things when they're going to the movies, such as like PG, PG-13, rated R. Those things are, it's very, very important to look at those ratings and know what they mean. And this, the ESRB has a website that has all of those ratings, and you can look up any game, any TV show, any movie, and they have the ratings for all of that. Keeping our elementary students safe on the internet is a very important thing to do. There is so much that could happen to them if they are not careful. Educators should be teaching their students all about how to be safe on the internet, as well as parents. There are many places to find internet and ways to help keep these children safe without using the internet. This presentation went through the devices to access the internet, the dangers of the internet, and how to keep our children safe while on the internet. Thank you, guys.